Yeah, I mean, MCP has been one of the biggest innovations in 2025. I think if you look at what's changed in 2025, a lot of sort of like what we consider agents and workflows, you could kind of see the foreshadowing of like, hey, like they're starting to take off in 2024. And, as the models get better, they will just kind of keep going up into the right. Whereas MCP was like a net new innovation. What I the way to think about this is that agents are only as powerful as the tools that you give them, and operating with third party APIs is difficult, and they're like mostly built for humans. So if you looked at, like, for example, like the OpenAI workflow builder that they released at Dev Day a couple of months back, you could see that like whenever they were calling a third party system, whether that was like Shopify or Notion or Linear, they just used like the MCP server. And so what that sort of enabled them to do is kind of have this like pre-baked tool set and sort of solve the auth problem, and kind of, or simplify, not solve, but certainly simplify the auth problem. And all of a sudden you could kind of give this agent a lot of the power that it didn't otherwise have. And I think that was like one of the most, I think that demo, I think, clicked for most, just because it was so widespread, clicked for most folks of like how powerful the MCP like protocol is. We've also seen, I think it's especially also like if you look at sort of a company like Shopify that has a huge ecosystem, it's a great way of like, and a lot of the complexity of building apps in this ecosystem is munging a bunch of different APIs. I think that's why you've seen Toby be so excited about MCP, is that it is kind of giving the ability to sort of define tools in such a way, not have this like n by n and model to tool, matching problem, but like you get like, instead of like just being able to expose like tools in a friendly way for agents.
Sam, since you mentioned about the API stuff and also, you know, and you also brought up the Shopify stuff. I was a extensively user for the Shopify in my past. So just one question, it just came to my mind. If I use MCP and then, like calling all the, webhooks through the Shopify, have you ever seen any kind of performance issue? Like, so let's say if my aim is to download a large number of data sets, right, through the Shopify, that's all the catalog, all the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you should think about, you should like you can, the main thing that to think about when avoiding performance issue is just the round trip request time, right? So if you think about sort of the challenge with a remote MCP server, if you have to, let's say you want to paginate your data, and 50 pages of data, and then all of a sudden that's like 50 requests back and forth. I think like if you need this kind of like bulk versus like if you think about the experience that you have maybe when you're in Cursor and you're sort of, or Claude Code, and you're like, hey, I need to like grab some, I want to do this, and you watch the agent sort of, grab some context from a file, and it's like, oh, that was part of the right context, but I need to go to this other file and grab the context. That loop is like much faster. And so I think that, like it's always a risk to try to do bulk tasks over APIs, right, over remote APIs, and like that's always, whether you're doing that with an agent or whether you're like writing a script to like, scrape a bunch of data or pull a bunch of data, that's I think like you're right that like bulk data collection can pose problems, but I think those are mostly related to the scope of what you're trying to do rather than maybe MCP specific.